There we go. Yeah, it's just not even really fun to go to the pool.
No, I will just only get in the water. Oh, I don't have my cards. I don't know where
I
they
have
are.
mine.
Okay, great. I wonder where my decks are. Fuck.
Moving is so much fun. It's
It's so
amazing.
hard. It's just you're like, I want to do this. I'm like, I'm gonna go out for a walk, but I should put my sun shirt on. Like just every time you're like, I want to go do this. Your brain just goes. "Ee."
But look how quickly you unpacked.
I did unpack pretty quickly,
You might not know where anything is, but
but
it's
I'm
unpacked.
unpacked.
Yeah, not a single box. All right, so we're doing the
That sounds
August
so excited.
energies.
Um,
Well, I was thinking, like, what month is it? And then in my head, what flashed was this back to school sign that I saw when I was driving. I was like, oh my God, it's true. Like, kids go back to school early August.
yeah, they do. It's awful
It's
for them.
terrible. I'm like, wait, does summer end? No, no, I'm an adult. Summer doesn't have to end for me, but summer ends for the kids, for the children.
Yep,
Anyway,
it's happening.
yeah, it's weird. So we're pulling a card or asking a card to pop out for the month of August for anyone listening to help them be better equipped to straighten their crown this coming month or the month that you're listening for it for. Yeah, whatever. Something like that. Oh my God. We'll just keep shuffling. Every day shuffle. Oh, there we go.
Oh, good.
Ooh, I don't think we've had this one before. Two worlds.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that makes sense, actually.
Two worlds. Six of Spades. Okay, so now Laura and I are going to go into the bubble and see what messages come forward. How's the silence treating everybody who's listening?
Well, I just saw like stomping, s- kind of like stomping, like almost like slow, but also kind of mad and stomping to shake things off. And I keep saying Taylor Swift, which is whatever, it has nothing to do with this card, but like it's probably as it's bringing it brings in an element of brings it a little bit more lighthearted, I guess. Um, oh, it's more intention and more power. She doesn't do anything that's not intentional, so it's like this intentional stomping, but also this feeling of things are not moving the way we'd want them to be moving. Which makes sense with the six because the six is balancing. This card is all about balancing two worlds. That's kind of what sixes are all about anyway. They're about balance, but they're about straddling two different things, maybe. So, like one foot in the normal world, like candy night, like regular world, and one foot in this like spiritual world, not like all the way in either world, it seems like. So it's like that, this idea that like something has started, but it's not finished, and you're just like kind of impatient. And they're saying one of the activities you could be doing is actually stomping because it helps shake so much energy off, not just this month, but like whenever you're trying to release some energy. But it's this determination to move forward with whatever it is that is feeling kind of stagnated. What did you get?
Well, what I got now makes a little bit more sense listening to you. I saw like ice and heat, like ice and flames. Because I immediately, with the two worlds, it was like they were showing me two variations of the world, one that's really hot, one that's really cold. That's what I thought. But then listening to you talk about it, I'm like, oh no. Because the thing in the background that was playing was we feel isolated. It's like this is the time, summer's the time when we connect, when we're all supposed to be like out, doing social things and being a part of the community and blah, 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 all that stuff. But we're also all over it. Like we're over the heat, we're over the expectations or over the like just being told that what we have to do. So the whole stomping thing fits in with that, because what I heard when you said stomping was sort of like throwing an adult tantrum. And then the ice for me, like it was so ice, so frigid, then it reminds me of winter when we want to isolate and when we don't want to go outside. So it's like there's these two worlds that we're sort of straddling between, this summer feeling like we need to be social and plugged in versus winter where we can hibernate and it's okay to be, you know, at home in your house or wherever, just being by yourself, because that's what we do in the wintertime. Sometimes we hibernate. So it's the straddle between feeling like you want to do both sometimes at the same time, which causes a frustration. I think like what you saw. So now what is the advice? I didn't get that far. They're just like, go ahead and use your word. The advice is basically like, just fuck it. Just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I just was feeling.
Yeah. Enough of the shoulds and the meeting someone else's expectations. If it's a beautiful day outside, but you want to sit inside with the drapes drawn and the AC cranked, do it.
It reminds me of, there's this scene in Will and Grace, and they're like, it's a gorgeous day outside. We should go to a movie. It's like, because they are always like never doing anything outdoors.
Yeah, it's like that. It's just like, do what brings you joy. Oh, because on a much deeper level, that is the two worlds. The two worlds are that we're straddling is doing what's expected and doing what brings us joy. Sometimes they're the same thing. Sometimes they're not.
Most of the time, probably they're not. Mm-hmm. Well, this actually segues into our obsession with Chris Martin currently.
Oh, it sure does. Oh my God. I had no idea I was obsessed.
Yeah, we saw Coldplay in Nashville at the end of their American leg of the tour, and I've been like obsessively watching videos, and Coldplay's been my band for like 20 years, but I never watched this many videos about Chris Martin being interviewed. The dude gets it, okay? If you're in the weeds, just find a Chris Martin video of him being interviewed, because it's just, he's living that exact thing that you just said is his music. He's like, people probably think our music's weird, but it's us. Like, this is who we are. And so they just kept doing that. And remember, they had like people would just make fun of them so much in the early 2000s. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now it's like, they've kind of caught on because the vibe he's in, more people are catching on to, I think. But he's just an example of someone that just does him and doesn't really apologize for it, but like has intention behind everything he's doing and is trying to bring joy and happiness to the world. So it just like, to me, that's exactly what they were talking about. It's like, and it's a constant fight, right? It's a constant battle with yourself of just letting the structures that are in place fall away so that you can be your most authentic self. That's even what he talks about. He's like, what if we could all just be authentic? And that's really what we're here to do. It's to express ourselves from a deep level and not be afraid of what other people think, the consequences, what the rest of the world is supposed to be doing, and all that stuff.
Right. Well, I have a couple of things to say there. So on the Coldplay front, if you heard Laura say Coldplay and you're like, snooze, I mean, their music's okay, but I would never go see them in concert, I totally get you, because
it's fine. Don't go see them. More tickets for us.
That's where I was. I literally only went to the show because Laura asked, and I drag her to music stuff all the time. Some of the times I know she's not going to like it, but I drag her to it anyway. And this is like, besides Taylor Swift, the only other show you've ever asked me to go to. So I was like, of course I'm going to go. I'm going to support Laura in her journey of loving Chris Martin. I don't have to love him, but I can appreciate him. So that was the mindset that I showed up in. And now all I'm doing is watching Chris Martin videos on my phone. and listening to Coldplay music live and wanting to get back to that experience. I never, in my wildest dreams, never would have thought that I would have left a fangirl. I thought that I would appreciate the music maybe a little more, have a good time, but it's intoxicating. Like just the high vibes and the openness and the authenticity and the playfulness and the magic. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess the biggest difference, I can only compare it to Taylor Swift because that is the only other time that I had a similar feeling. And I love music and I go to shows and festivals and shit all the time. But at the Taylor Swift show, I told Laura this, at the Taylor Swift show, like there was a little bit of, do you have the right outfit? And do you have the bracelets on? And do you know like all the inside stuff that you need to know so that you're like not an outsider? Still incredibly love-filled and an amazing experience. But this show, the Coldplay show, didn't have any of that. There was no, like I even Googled beforehand because I learned my lesson post Taylor Swift show. I Googled, what should I wear to the Coldplay show? And the answer that I got back was basically anything that you'll feel comfortable in. Yeah. And I was like, is my Google search broken? So then I started looking at images and the images were basically saying the same thing. They're like, if you have to walk a long way, wear tennis shoes because like you're going to want to dance, and you know, wear layers if you're afraid that you're going to be chilly because you're going to get hot dancing, or you know, maybe wear bright colors or like whatever. But there was no, you have to pick an outfit from an era of the tour kind of thing going on. So that was interesting, but it panned out because I forgot to look at the other people around me, because I was just in my own space. Like I almost forgot to look at you and Amy sometimes because I was having so much fun being in my space. It really legit was like a childlike energy of, I'm just enjoying this show so fucking much. I don't care what anyone else is doing.
Well, so I didn't send this along to you, I don't think, but so the Miami shows were after our show, and they had written an article in one of the newspapers down there, and it was basically like, if you looked around at the people at the show, multiple generations together, parents and their kids, all kinds of different races, like LGBTQ plus, trans, all those people, like anybody felt welcome, I think, and that's kind of their mantra, right? It's like, make people feel welcome and then make sure that their tour is sustainable, which they have done. So you definitely got that vibe there, and it's like so chill.
It is so chill, and it makes coming back to the regular world so sad and disappointing.
I told you. I was like, listen, that's because we saw Taylor Swift before the election.
Probably. I still had hope then.
Yeah, still had some hope. Now you come back and it's like, oh. Well, I told my sister, I was like, listen, they had this one point in the show where he has you all, the whole show, everybody in the audience, send love to anyone, and he rattles off some places like Gaza. And I noticed when he was not in the United States, he did have them send us love here, which was sweet. But he's like, you know, you pick, basically. He's like, it could be someone that's passed away or a particular person or a group of people. So he goes, and he's having 50 to 70,000 people do that. We were the 209th show. He's now said they're going to be 145 more shows. Like, that's really powerful, because if you are aware of those like group meditations and the studies they've done on the group meditations and how the effect that they have on things, that's really like just right there is a powerful experience in and of itself.
It is. I think he did say Washington, D.C., almost like under his breath at our show.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, that probably,
I kind of giggled. Yeah,
needs it. But even in Nashville, Tennessee, remember he was reading the signs of how far people had come? There was Pakistan, Tahiti. Like he was just running through all these places. And I was like, this is so wild that people have traveled this far for this show. And they're like in the middle of America, essentially in Nashville.
Right.
But it's probably the ticket that they could get. Yeah, so that it just reminded me of that experience of just these two different types of worlds. That one I think that we're still just existing in, and the other that we're craving.
Craving, creating, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else we need for this month of August?
I got the brush off.
I did too, and then grab your blanket, shake it out, lay it down on the ground, lay down and look up at the sky.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Night or day.
Okay.
Like just relaxing when you need to, probably connecting with the earth when you need to. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what to do for yourself. You just have to stop yourself to be able to do it.
Right. You got to break the spell.
Yeah, and don't make it a bigger deal than it is. It's like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Do that if you can. Do what you can for yourself. That wraps this episode of One Card Shy. Did you love it? Leave us a review, share it with your friends, and sign up for our monthly crown straightener. Bonus, you'll get our free Claim Your Crown guide when you subscribe.
And be sure to find us on Instagram and check out our website. Both are rainworld.co. All the links are below. See you next time, Queens.